Just wait for everyone to get in the chat.
You want me to use like a coaster or something, or no? Just put it on there.
There's your promo.
Right,
What are you, at IDGAF or something?
Yeah, DGAF boy.
Oh, DJF boy.
It's Twitter. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Top one.
Oh, you got 2 thumbs up already.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
There they is. There they is. What's up, Ernesto Leitao? Otis, New York, pot committed since 1983. Oh, that's sick, dude. You're like fucking camouflaged. Daniel Prybert. Well, guess what? You're getting booted. Wow, 5 thumbs up? Dude, you're like hella popular. Just wait till you guys see the Bryce one we just did. What's up, Mad Benjamin? Press 1, hit that thumbs up if you know Jerry Fang. You've seen him on the show. You've probably been on more episodes than I have. I've been on a lot.
Probably, yeah. Been on a lot past, what, 4 years or so?
Yeah, you're more old school than I am. What's up, Metal Doctor? What's up, Carlos? Donate as much as you want. Just thank you for the thumbs up. And glad we have any viewers. Jerry's a Taiwanese pop star.
It's only on the weekends, Wayne.
Only Oh, Matt, you got a couple ones. Jerry rules, says Ernesto Leitao. Oh, not dude, you're 10-0, man. They love you, man.
10-0.
They love you
good,
a long
it's
time.
good.
Hit that subscribe button. Thanks, guys. We're gonna get started in a sec. I'm just waiting for people to come in. Sandy Joy in here? I mean, she's always in here. She's too shy to talk to you. That's what it is.
Who is it?
Sandy Joy. She's always in the Twitch chat. What's up, Tim123 into the foe? Jesus Garcia, are you the best commentator? Who's the best commentator? You could spare my feelings.
I never.
Just say Ryan Feldman. Say it's Ryan Feldman.
Definitely not Ryan. Who's? Name all the commentators. I'll tell you.
All right. There's JJ Lagarza,
Yeah.
Weaves, me, Ryan Feldman, Dan Zach, Bart Hansen, Squish Tomato, Jerry Grainer.
You know what? I think it's either you or Feldman. I'll
right.
go Wayne or Feldman.
He's just saying that. Or at least me. Just say Feldman, man. PW, hey fellow Triton, did you go to UCSD? UC San Diego? Where'd you go to college?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara?
Yep.
Oh, so did Sean Snyder. When did you graduate?
2012.
2020. Wow.
Long time ago.
Wow. What's up, Patrick Bellegard? What's up, Rochelle Naswell? Jeez. Oh, Matt Benjamin got you another bit of Rounders trivia. Are you a Rounders guy?
No, not
No?
really.
No?
I've honestly, I saw the movie once a long time ago, and, maybe not even the whole... I was watching it on TV, like on TBS or whatever, and I know, 3 lines from the movie. That's it. I know it's, everyone that plays poker, knows everything about that movie, and I just, I think I've seen it, maybe not even the entire thing, front to back, but...
PW 2003 Warren College. I was there in 2003. Me, Maria Ho. I think Joseph Chong was there too. Steve Sung was there too. You know why there's so many poker players in UCSD is because the Indian casinos allow you to come in when you're 18.
Yeah, same thing with Santa Barbara. We'd go
Oh, really?
to
I didn't know that.
Chumash. I know a few people from Chumash.
Hey, David K says Fang 2020.
There you go. Yeah,
He's Fang Gang.
Yeah, it's 2 Asian presidents back to back. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be on Yang. I'm gonna be vice president for Andrew Yang.
Thank you, Jesus Garcia, for the compliments. Which school did Worm get kicked out of for bribing basketball players? I don't know. You win, Mad Benjamin. You know what? Before I do any more Rounders trivia, I'm gonna rewatch the movie before I get tested because I really haven't seen it in a long time. So,
Are they supposed to come out with a new one?
they're not going to.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm privy to some knowledge. It's just very unlikely.
Matt Damon lost too much. He's busted. Can't get another
no,
steak.
if he was. Oh, you mean the story?
Yeah.
There's like so many sequel talks for like cool movies. I don't know if you saw the one with Phil Stark and Phil Stark talked to Ashton Kutcher for a Dude Where's My Car sequel.
Yeah.
And they like toy out around with a bunch of ideas. It's hard to get these things going.
A lot of money, right? It takes
it takes a lot of money, a lot of effort, and producing, get everyone together. I mean, you guys, you see this operation, and we're very low staff, and we just do multiple jobs like a lot of times. Dwight Englewood Preparatory Academy. Damn it. – 12-0. Jeez. All right. We're going to get started soon. Crypto Alley G says hype. All right. Sick. You only get 2 likes on the Twitter. People know, though, because, like, ever since I started doing Live with a Bike, why I was convinced to participate is because what a lot of, I guess, hardcore, high-stakes people complain, too, is they think the focus is wrong, and the focus should be on legitimate grinders versus vloggers or personalities trying to get the next sponsorship.
Yeah.
So. Oh, Mad Benjamin, sorry, no t-shirt. We were only allowed to give away 1, and I don't know. I have to ask Evelyn which one got it. Mad Benjamin says Wayne and Jerry in the house. Ronald Matos, did I read your jokes? Let me see. The lead officer asked the rabbi, "Were you gambling, Rabbi?" And the rabbi asks, "With whom?" I don't get it. Do you get it? No?
That's the whole joke?
I guess. I guess the rabbi's a degen.
I have no idea.
I mean, he's probably gambling everybody, right? I don't know.
Is it a pun with the word whom or something that has to do with
Yeah, I don't know.
Judaism or something?
David, this is your boy, David K. He's like, oh, so a rabbi, a minister, and a priest were playing poker when the police raid the game. Then the lead officer asks, "Father Murphy, were you gambling again?" The priest whispers, "Dear Lord, please forgive me for what I'm about to do." He lies, "No, officer, I wasn't." The lead officer asks the rabbi, "Were you gambling, Rabbi?" And then the rabbi asks, "With whom?"
I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is there one more line or no?
Yeah.
I think there's one more line with the it was a priest, rabbi, and what was the last one? It's a priest, rabbi, and one more person, right?
A rabbi, a minister, and a priest.
A minister. I think we have to wait for the minister to put his word in.
Yeah, Jerry doesn't have a sense of humor. His version of a joke is, "Hey, watch Wayne play poker." Shand Club, thanks for a great show. And do you guys come to DC area to tape live shows? No, we are in the Bell Gardens County in the Los Angeles area. It's the Florence exit off the 710. And it is 6 p.m. So let's get started. This guy is Jerry Fang. He's one of the most respected mid-stakes grinders in Los Angeles.
Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, and hate these young Thundercats. They make games harder for me. I'm just trying to like scrape by until other things work out. But I'm just like,
hang in there, Wayne. Hang in there. Just gotta hang in there.
I gotta rely on YouTube revenue, man. Okay, so what's the Jerry Fang story, and then the Jerry Fang poker story?
Jerry Fang story. I grew up in Glendora, California, not too far from the bike. Went to college in UC Santa Barbara.
Shout out to the UC system, not just UC San Diego.
Graduated in 2012, and then I was already playing poker, I guess. I started playing poker in like home games in high school, and standard play for like $10, $20 home games.
You got the itch.
And then I read like some poker books in high school, and funny story actually, like we got these checks from like Vons or like just local businesses like Jamba Juice and stuff senior year for getting good grades or whatever. And and then me and my friends, we got like $400, $500.
Wow.
And then we just picked up our check, we left, ditched school, cashed our checks, and then like drove straight to Morongo to be D-Gens, play 1-2 no limit,
That's awesome. And now you here.
Basically, been doing that for a while, No, anyway, so I went to college. Was playing online poker. I remember a lot.
What year?
And this is 08.
Okay.
So I started college in 08.
Okay.
So I was playing on like Full Tilt and stuff. And I remember
you graduated in 4
years.
What kind of a D-Gen are you?
Anyway, I know, man.
Whatever.
Especially, anyways.
Yeah.
So like I remember freshman year, I won like a free roll for $5,000 on the internet, and that was like a ton of money back then. Right. And then I remember I like ran it up to like I cashed out like 3,000, so like I only had 2,000 in my account, and then I ran it up to like 20K playing mostly like decent stakes, no limit, and also blackjack, online blackjack, because
at least you admit it.
I'm a D-Gen
at least
at
you
heart,
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, I ran it up to like 20ish, and then I remember I lost it all, mostly in blackjack, in like one day, and then
blackjack. He did not play heads up for rolls against somebody sitting down.
No, and then I remember that was like the worst day of my life ever, and then. I redeposited, obviously. Can't help it.
I know.
And then I would play, online in college, and I would play sometimes at the Chumash Casino, if you guys know where that's at, in like Lompoc, sort of in between Santa Barbara and SLO. And I would play live there, like the 5-5 game they had, I think. So I'd play that, and I'd play 6 max cash online mostly. And let me think. Like sophomore year, I had a job in the summer.
You're like F this.
I was like a gardener, and I remember I would wake up at like 7 a.m. to go to the job, or like 6 or 7. I would work till like I don't know, like 2 or like 3 or 4 or whatever, like a regular job, and then I would come home and I would literally play poker from like 3 or 4 till like 11, and eventually I was like making more playing poker than working like a minimum wage job, obviously, and so I just quit. I just
so you told
poker.
your mom.
Yeah, and in college, I don't know, just standard. I would just play, and after I graduated, I was like, I'm freaking like a lazy D-Gen, So I was like, I'm just gonna give poker a shot because I don't want to get a real job, and I was mostly playing at the bike. I never really played at Commerce too much. Mostly played at the bike. I was playing like 2, 3, and 5-5 when I started. This was in like 2013, 2012. And then, I don't know. The games were really good back then. I was like terrible like everybody else.
We just had Bryson here. We were saying the same thing. People were just getting better and better.
Yeah, everyone was terrible. I was terrible. I was a little less terrible, I guess. Maybe a little luckier. And I don't know. I was playing 5-5 for a while, and then eventually started playing 5-10. And now I mostly play 5-10 and 10-20.
Moving on up.
Yeah, I mostly play 5-10, 10-20. Sometimes I'll play bigger, it just depends. But yeah, mostly I play those games. And recently I've been starting to play like PLO. Mostly it's Commerce, 5-5-10, 5-5 with a rock. Yeah, that's basically it.
How's your family with you playing poker?
My family's okay. My parents are like super chill. They're just like do whatever you want that makes you happy.
Wow.
My mom is like really conservative person, so she like at the first she was like, oh, like,
Right.
but this is gambling, whatever. And my dad is just like a degenerate, so he's like,
He
this is
understands.
cool that you like, you play poker. He thinks it's really cool. He thinks it's like, I don't know, like
It's funny.
what people that don't know about poker think about it. Think it's like really whatever,
Fun?
cool and fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my dad's watched me a few times. He's come to the casino and just like sweat me.
Does he know you're on Live of the Bible?
No, he doesn't.
Would that be a good thing or bad thing?
Good. I think good. Yeah.
See? I don't know. Just fucking helping you. Jerry, good kid, man. Good kid. Very responsible,
Yep.
Doesn't...
Never put more than 50% of my bankroll on the table in one game.
Hey, don't call me out. So, yeah, you used to be anti-PLO. What came you? Because I remember, like, what was it, a year and a half ago? I'm like, oh, come play PLO. And you're like, no.
No, I mean, I'm just joking. The thing is, I was never anti-PLO. I just never really learned PLO.
And now you have?
And
You've been in the game in the mix?
Yeah, I think just recently I've gotten, like, to a decent level. But, I mean, I just like playing PLO because the game is more...
Four cards.
Because you get double the cards.
Yep.
Which, I mean... Like, I like playing PLO because it's, like, a looser game. Like, not, like people are looser, but, like, it's, like, not so, like, serious, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe, like, because, like, in No Limit, when you get, like, a really premium starting hand, you have, like, a really high chance to win. Like, your equity is really good in the hand. So people will get, like, really nervous. They don't want to give up tells. Like, blah, 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 And PLO, like, you can get aces and, like, it's easy to lose still. Like, it's not, like, it's not a big deal. So, like, people are not really, like, so serious and it's a more action game, obviously. More action.
Sure.
People, play worse compared to No Limit, like a lot worse. And it's just a fun game, I guess. So
yeah, it's definitely fun.
I've been learning PLO and blah blah.
I definitely encourage people on the show, even though most of the broadcast is No Limit. If you want to play for a living, it's like really good to know just about everything else except for No Limit. It's not like you can't win No Limit. It's like other games in the house are just more profitable. I don't know. Were you playing the mixed games?
No, I've never played mixed.
Okay.
I only know.
Might be the next step.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a good thing to know multiple games because like the No Limit game is not going to be the best game every day.
Yeah, or even when you're just waiting to get a seat, like take a seat somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have pretty good work ethic. I see day in and day out. How many hours a week do you grind?
Probably like between 30 and 40.
No way.
Yeah, between 30
really?
and 40. Yeah.
Really? I would have. You should have propped me.
I don't play that much poker actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, between 30 and 40 hours a week.
I would have prop bet higher than
like
that.
the most I've ever played in 1 month. Like I'm not even joking you. Like probably like 175 hours in a month. That's the most I've ever played.
Wow. Okay.
Like I
really
it's
are
hard.
lazy.
It's hard to.
Why do you get that reputation for being a hard worker? It's hard. Who told me that?
It's hard to play a lot of poker all the time.
It is. That is true. Yeah. Especially No Limit. No Limit's takes more energy than the fixed limit games.
Yeah. It's like some people can play like 15-hour sessions and like be playing like at least like their B minus game for them like from like 10 to 15 and like when I hit the 10-hour mark, my game goes to like a C minus D and like I'd rather just quit and go home and sleep. Or
that's a lesson that we all learn. It's just like your threshold or your recovery mode of when you're doing bad.
Yeah, I think I'm more self-aware than like other players about like how I'm playing. So that's why I don't play much poker.
So I don't think I've ever seen you tilt on the show. You tilt outside. I mean, it's probably better than most people.
I mean, I used to tilt a lot, and now, I mean, obviously I still tilt, but now it's like I think like the thing I do is basically if I'm just like, stuck a million and playing bad, I usually just leave. I just leave.
That's good.
And most people don't do that, and I just feel like I don't know. It's just really hard to play when you're down like.
No, I know.
4 buy-ins or something. I'd rather just leave, even if the game's good, and that's just I think it's better for me personally. So
no, that's definitely one of the things that after you become a prop, then you're not allowed to.
Yeah,
I mean, you do if it's really really bad, then you know you can ask for an excuse, but really the whole point is just stay there.
That sucks. Yeah,
and show up. It's fine. I mean, like. I'm used to doing stuff anyway, but there were a couple days where I definitely would have rather opted to leave.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a job, it's a different life.
No choy.
Yeah, no choy. I totally didn't know your work ethic was that bad. I don't know why I'm giving you props. Screw this guy.
I don't know, man. I can't grind it out like some of these other guys. You know, it's like I feel like a better use of my it's a more better use of your time to like. Play 30 hours a week and study 10 than it is to play 40. It's way better because in the long run you're gonna be making more.
Yeah,
because
it's true.
You know, like everyone's pretty like decent at poker these days. Not everyone, but you know, like
the standard
like 2/3 of the table is like. I mean, like the players that are weaker are like just before they would just like be really loose and now they're too tight.
Yeah,
which is better.
What I said like too because Nolan Holden's been on TV for like. Over 15 years now. It just like people will like they'll just get better, and it doesn't.
It's not that hard of a game to be like okay at.
Right.
Whereas like PLO, it's like
it's a highly technical game.
Yeah, and even like just pre-flop stuff in PLO is like pretty hard to learn. You know, like No Limit, you just get 2 cards. It's like it's in PLO, it's you know. So yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of it is just starting to get known, but. You know, No Limit's always entertaining. Obviously, the Friday games. Like, I have some of your hands, and we're going to talk about, but there's so many coolers on both ends. Either you get cooler, they get cooler. You actually have, I mean, I've commentated on Poker shows you were on, and you've done a lot of, like, really cool stuff. But the thing is, the audience, I don't know the audience, the viewership isn't high on hands like that, but those are, like, the really important ones that, like, you know, separate just playing the hand, looking at, you know, solitaire in your cards, and just like knowing what to do in certain spots.
They just like the bloodbaths, right? Like instead of just get it in for $1 million.
Yeah, so there's always complaints in the chat when they're like, what they're looking for is they're looking for like bloodbaths, and I'll be watching a show, I'll be commenting a show, I'm like, dude, this is actually one of the really good shows to watch to like learn stuff if you're like watching the right people. And I know you and like some other grinders use that resource, but even me, I'm just like, you know, I'm not up to date, and I kind of use this as a resource to get up to date because I know who to follow and who's definitely like looking at their own stuff. Bryce came in here and he was going over some stuff too, and No Limit's just changed over the years. And some things don't change, like some concepts don't change, but we'll look at our old hands and we'll be like, oh yeah, that doesn't work out now. But the thing is, like, the core game doesn't change. You don't, like, I don't want to name names, but this person knows who he is outside. He's like, oh, I don't think Prahlad Friedman can hang with these new school kids. I'm like, I don't think you should rip on these guys who literally pioneered the stuff. They're just not trying, and like it's not their focus. Like a lot of us have a lot of things going on.
Exactly. He's got like a family and
I mean he's got a house. I mean he's got other projects going, but like I'm cheerleading him a bit, but like I watched him when I was watching him play and learning from him. Like, he's actually the first person that came with balanced ranges, because he would like jam it with a draw or a strong hand, and that's like the original of where, you know, balancing your range comes from.
Yeah, that he's like the originator of that. And
and it doesn't stop there.
People are probably just only playing, like, only jamming like the nuts.
Nuts, yeah, either the nuts or like
complete air maybe. And, like, I don't know. Who
right,
knows?
but it's like. I'm cheerleading him more so because people like Ryan Fee and Dan Zecca said, oh, why don't you play on your own? Or if I want to get back in the mix, I could. I'm just like, I eventually on camera I'll go back and play again, like Pralad's doing. But it just like there's so many other things going on, and just like it hurts when the games used to be like so much better, and now I'm just like,
yeah. Poker's not easy anymore. It's not just like free money, you know.
Yeah, and I'm involved in other industries, and I watch them progress too. And like sadly, actually, poker's even though it's gotten harder, it's gotten less hard than other industries. Other industries are nuts, man. So
Yeah.
I don't. It's hard when people say like, should you play poker for a living this age? It's like, I don't know. It's if you really want to do it, then yeah. But back when I was coming up, it's just like it was actually a safety net. It was just like something you could fall back on.
Yeah. Now it's like you got.
Now it's like if you really want,
you have to study like a lot and like be really disciplined and just be like really like in 100% all.
Yeah.
In on
No,
it,
it's totally.
I mean, you can still make money playing poker.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just depends, I guess, what you want to do.
Right. And
how you want to live. You know?
I definitely, and Bryce said that, Barry Wood said, it's like, it's not that you can't, it's like, in 2019, do you really want to commit your life to this profession versus make it available as a profession and work on some other stuff, which is like, it's tough because we're human. We, have a finite amount of energy, finite amount of time, interests. So how long do you plan on doing it?
I have no idea, to be honest.
You're still young.
To be honest with you, I've been playing for a long time, and maybe a few years ago for a pretty long time, maybe I'd say a year and a half, 2 years. I was like, this is pretty boring and especially when you're getting whacked every fucking day. Every day you're getting just beat down.
Yeah.
You're just this is dumb. What's the point of this? And then but now honestly recently the past year or so, I've gotten I feel like I've gotten a second win, and it's really enjoyable. And I think you should the reason we started playing poker, everyone started playing poker, is because it's fun, right? So if
well, you're lazy to do the work.
If it's fun, if it's not fun anymore, what's kind of the point,
Right.
What's the point of playing? And that that's how I feel about it. If I'm not having fun, honestly, if you're getting into poker to make a lot of money in 2019, it's not the best thing.
Yeah.
You can make pretty good money, but I mean. Only the best players make good money. Everyone else is just in there making an average wage, and it's you're making average money, but it's a lot of volatility and
it's a lot of volatility, but at least you don't lose your industry or you lose your company in the flash of a news. A lot of companies and a lot of industries literally died in the last.
Yeah, and poker will always.
They will still be here.
Will always be here. I don't know how. The rake will be, how the player pool will be, but poker will never, gambling in general, people will always be gambling no matter what.
Right, and I think Doug Polk echoed this sentiment as well. It's online super tough now, but live poker's just not going to die as a potential income source.
Yeah, I don't know. Live poker will never be terrible probably, but I mean, I don't know. It's just will it get worse? Who knows? I don't know.
It's definitely getting worse. I mean, even when we see stuff on Live at the Bike, or I'm just playing it, it's yeah, it's gets worse, but other industries get far worse. Imagine you remember the Nokia phones, right?
Yeah.
As soon as the iPhone came out, the Nokia phones had 70% market share, and it went from 70 to almost 0 in a year.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen in this industry. You're not going to your competition isn't going to get so much better than you, and
exactly, yeah.
And there's a lot of options. In a future episode, we just pre-recorded something with Bryce Yockey, and echoed the sentiment to Jerry, and I mentioned to JJ, you guys as well. It's when you're younger, you should be playing, cutthroat, but when you get older, life priorities change. You have more responsibilities, and you may have other things going on. So being able to prop in the Los Angeles area is a luxury. I mean, you get sick days, vacation times, health insurance, which you don't know yet, but the price is going to go way up. And it's a luxury to be able to have that option versus some other industry, which I pay attention to the video game industry. Blizzard just laid off like 800 people in February, another 300 people, just like, and they had record numbers. Those numbers are not going to the employees. So, but yeah. So like, I try to quantify, and you know, a lot of the props are highly educated, right?
Yeah.
Like, Steve went to Juilliard. Like Jason went to Berkeley.
Crazy, yeah.
Michael Moss went to law school.
Yeah.
If you remember TT and Casey, they both have masters in engineering.
Wow, no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, no, I mean it's like
Propping is a cushy job, man.
Yeah,
You got it good.
I get trolled.
It's
Like,
not the worst thing. Like,
yeah, it's a backup plan. Like I have, hopefully other stuff going on.
my girlfriend has a PhD, and I think she makes about the same as a 4080 prop here. So there you go, And she had to pay,
What's the rumor on the 4080 prop salaries? I don't know.
That's all I know.
Yeah, but like I always say, this is real life. Like you just have to make life decisions. It's not like it used to be like 30, 40 years ago. You get a PhD, maybe you have a 40-year career. I mean, nowadays, like, PhDs can't always find jobs.
Yeah.
And, like, your skill sets can get outdated. But back to Live of the Bike. Do you have any memorable Live of the Bike experiences? Hands?
Experiences? I don't know, man. Just playing with the guy, like, everyone that's a reg, I guess. Like, back in the day, Harry, playing a lot with Harry.
Yeah.
Playing with Eldar. Josh, Israeli Ron, like I guess Joel, like I don't know, just nothing, and I guess that the atmosphere for Live with the Bike is pretty good. It's kind of like a home game. Everyone is pretty cool and laid back, and everyone's like has a good like attitude towards the game.
Yeah,
and it's
friends,
just,
friendly. I mean, we all know. I mean, what we're here for, like, play some poker, match cards. There's like a camaraderie that, builds up that what I found, like, and you may ask your girlfriend this for her work environment. When you're always with, like, the same type of work people, you don't really, like, grow because you get, like, other people's point of views within that industry. But for poker, you get to talk to, like, so many different types of people that I don't know, stays. I've learned more at the poker table than I have at school.
Yeah, a lot of.
No disrespect to UC San Diego.
Yeah, I think honestly, like the worst thing about playing poker as a job, like a profession, the worst thing by far is the fact that like it's hard to like have camaraderie because like you're playing like you're trying to beat everyone. You're trying to beat everyone.
Yeah.
So like you can't really be like really good friends with. Well, you can't. I don't know. It's like it's harder to be like really good friends with people. And B is like the people in poker, honestly, like in general, are just not like the greatest people.
Oh,
like it's just truth. Like it's a lot of like scamming, a lot of like, it's like selfish people. People are very selfish, and I think that's the worst part about poker. That's something that like really can wear you down. Grinding a lot is just being with these people that are just,
Did you make a realm into the? Did you try to do the high stakes grind?
I mean, no, not really. Like, I mean, I would play like, no, not really, because I was just,
So in a future show,
I never played like 25-50 like regularly. No.
So in a future show, when we had the pre-recorded one with Bryce, there's like a lot of barriers to entry and ceilings that people don't necessarily know about because they watch like the high stakes on camera. They think it's just like magically appears. And, like, no, like, no limit games, you have to like hustle to get these games together. Most of the high stakes is actually not no limit. It's like
it's PLO or mixed or whatever.
Or even limit hold'em. Deuce of 7 used to be stud, and stud kind of died too. But like high stakes, and the issue is no limit people bust too fast. That's a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, because you're like the best players, their win rates are probably they're probably
very big.
They're pretty high, no limit. Probably, and And the reason why they don't run anymore is just because everyone's decent at No Limit. Because No Limit's not like, I mean, the appeal of No Limit is that it's easy to learn.
Right.
So like, it's not that hard to be decent at. So like, people are like, you know, if you compare to PLO, people are so bad at PLO compared to No Limit, and it's just like that's why the No Limit high limits don't run, because like people don't have huge edges. That's why like Live with the Bike runs, because it's like an organized game. If you know, like where the players are like, you know, picked. If it's like anyone can play, there's just gonna be like 8 regs and like one like action guy, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just
that's kind of the landscape, and then you get locked out of games, the higher stakes games, and then you know you don't get the text, and then when you do grind, it's like one rec and like
yeah. I mean the main reason why No Limit is so hard now is because, or harder, is because it's not that complex of a game. It's not like super complex. So like solvers have like basically like solved like a lot of the parts of the game, except like, you know, like heads up is like, if you study like solvers enough, you'll just be like pretty decent.
Yeah.
And like multi-weight pots are still like pretty like whatever, unsolved or whatever, but like, you know, a lot of the game is like, you know, a lot of it is like people have a general idea what to do, and you know, like a game like PLO is like really, really complex. It's people are just never gonna have like PLO is kind of like how No Limit used to be maybe like 10 years ago, where people are kind of like, you're just assuming like what's the best play, or you actually have to think like for yourself.
Sure.
And now like it's like back then it's like, you know, like people like Prahlad were like thinking for themselves like, oh, how should I like balance my range?
Right.
I should have like bluffs and value, and like what should my sizing be, blah blah. There's like no one telling him how to do anything. He's like coming up with it on his own, in his own, you know, his own
Analysis,
opinions.
yeah.
And now it's like, you know, oh, just like I'll just plug this into like Pio, and then like, you know, okay, you bet this hand like 40% of the time for like 1/3 sizing, and the other 40% you bet for like a pot and a half, and then the rest of the time you check at 20%, you know. So I think that's why.
I mean, Phil Galfond mentioned
it's
this.
It's harder, you know.
Yeah, Phil Galfond mentioned this too. It's like solvers, like it's just a better tool. Like back before computers, when Doyle Brunts was doing it in Amarillo Slim, they would hand deal out stuff. When I was coming up, there was 2dimes.net, and just like we just like memorize stuff. And then as technology gets better, you know, they have the fancy, colorful card player one, and then the solvers come out, and just like a lot of it, it ends up being like memorized. But one thing in the you can comment on this too. We want to hear your comments. Like the difference between like small stakes No Limit, mid stakes No Limit, and high stakes No Limit. Like what's the
difference between them? And anything besides high stakes is just like not real poker. High stakes is like real poker. Like you gotta play like real poker. I don't even know what that. I mean, it's just like
it's more mind battles. And
I mean, high stakes is just hard. Like it's just hard. Like you know, for example, like in mid stakes, like let's say like you're playing like a pretty good pretty action 5-10 table, like, you know, like if you're playing a real poker game or like online where the games are tough, like you can't really be like limping the small blind that much, because the big blind is squeezing like a ton, because it's a correct play to squeeze like a really wide range because there's dead money in the pot. But like in live, people never squeeze. It's like if you have like an action player to your left, he's just going to complete every single time, you know, and he's never going to be playing like aggressive enough. Basically, you know, people just in live poker don't play aggressive enough. They're under bluffing a ton and like over calling based on frequencies. So it's you know, like you're playing a super exploitable strategy in order to make the most money, because people are making big mistakes, you know. And high stakes poker is you have to play more closer GTO and more closer GTO basically.
There's a lot of skill sets. Like I've watched, especially Garrett, Andy, Dan, Zach, Arpazian. Like this, like we're all studying the same topics, but just how far they're going with it. Just even with like tells, live reads, like tough situations, it's like you have to practice those things.
Yeah, they practice a lot, and they're just really talented.
Yeah,
and they practice a lot. I mean, I don't know what to,
I mean, my thing with low stakes is that I don't think people read the board much, so or just like they don't interpret the right information, so you're generally getting value out of your premium hands, top 7, top 9.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, people at low stakes, like low stakes is what, like 2-3,
Sure, yeah,
like
2,
2-3,
3.
like a 300 max buy, and it's just like. I mean, my friends play, so I know kind of how they think, and it's just
Right.
like my friend's just like, dude, I couldn't fold. Like I was down like $600 and have top pair. He's like, I have to get my money back.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's kind of how low stakes is. People come in after work. Like oh, like they
They
maybe
just want to match cards.
maybe they're like like oh, I want to have like I want to drink like 5 beers today and just like mess around.
Right.
Or like my wife is pissing me off. Like let's gamble.
I've never heard that one before.
Like just whatever. And it's just like they're just there to just like make top pair and play big pots with them, which is like fine, it's whatever. But it's like low stakes people are never thinking about what you have. They're never thinking about obviously like they're not thinking about their entire range and like blah blah. They're just
Right.
thinking like they just play a certain way like how they play and then they just go with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and mid stakes, like in general, even the regs that aren't pros, they still read the board better. I mean, they kind of know what a good hand is relatively. So
Yeah, I mean, in today's like mid stakes like scene, I guess like if you're talking about like the better 5-5 regs or like the weaker 5-10 regs, like somewhere like that, they in general they're just too tight. They play too tight now, and they just play. I think they play too tight in general because like it's a natural adjustment to just like because you can still win a lot like just knitting it up in
Sure.
5-5 or
Yeah.
like good 5-10 games, just like knitting it up hard and like just waiting for premiums and getting paid by the bad players. And I think like either they just are not good enough to play better, or that's just like how they want to play because it's like not their job. It's like maybe their side thing, and that's just how they play or whatever. But I think, in general, like No Limit has shifted towards like whatever 5 years ago. It's like all about like people will call way too much, and that's how you make money by value betting thin and blah blah. And now, like in like the 5-10 games, maybe it's like a lot of the players, a lot of the regs are over folding way too much, and like that
Gotta
how to make
adjust.
money is like to bluff them,
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean that's basically it, and just like get value out of your hands.
Yeah,
Mid-stakes
I
and
think
small
that's what
stakes.
people say like, oh, poker's gotten harder is because like basically people are stopped like calling too much. Not everyone, but
Right.
some of the players, and they started folding too much, and people just like honestly just like are just not good enough, don't have the balls to bluff enough. Like live poker is a game where people just never bluff compared to like optimal strategy. Like they bluff such a small amount percentage compared to like how you're actually supposed to play.
It was so brutal. Like after I started playing on camera, like it's like I can't bluff at all because I'll bluff and like their chips are in there like before I even.
I don't know, man.
Barrington, man.
If Barrington's snapping you, man, I don't know what
Barrington's
to tell you.
snapping.
I don't know. I think he's had too much to drink because if he's sober, I don't think he's snapping
Really?
you.
No, dude. Like, dude, Luke freaking snapped me. This like literally 4-flush. I'm just like, strategically, this should be right. And it was like all in. They're like it's snapping. I'm just like,
I think you're running bad if Barrington's snapping you.
so did you play Magic and Hearthstone? Because I saw you on Twitter. You like,
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I hung out with my brother. I have an older brother, and he used to play Magic with his friends, and I used to play with them. And my brother is like really smart, like really, really, really smart, and I'm just like average to maybe slightly above average, but nothing special.
he's a mid-stakes.
So
intelligence.
yeah, exactly. And my brother is really smart, and his friends were like really nerdy and really into Magic. So they were like really good, and one of his friends like literally almost made the Magic Pro Tour.
like get in the Pro Tour.
Yeah,
or win the Pro
no,
Tour.
he almost got into like the Pro Tour.
Okay.
So like whatever. They
All right,
just,
talk to the hand.
whatever.
I'm just kidding.
They're like good,
I'm
they're
kidding,
like
kidding.
really good, and they would play like all those tournaments and stuff, and I would play, but nothing like serious. But I would go to like the comic book shop, and we would do drafts, and we would do stuff like that. I don't play anymore. One of his friends, like one that almost made the Pro Tour, still plays like cube draft and all that stuff. He still plays. I don't play anymore.
I got credit by pioneering cube draft.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. So
I didn't know this, but one of my Magic mentors, Brian Weissman. He lives in Seattle now. He does. Gosh, what was the game he created? Anyway, he makes Path of Exile, and he told me that he and other people still credit me in Washington for like
you're the creator of
yeah.
oh my god, that's crazy.
I had 2 boxes of like singleton cards, and I would just every new set, but I just stopped because like you would stop playing, and it's too expensive to keep going if you like never play.
Yeah. So I played Magic when I was a kid. I was never good. I was just like I just played for fun. It was fun. Hearthstone I like playing. I just play that for fun as well. I just play that like.
No wonder you're suicidal.
When I play that like when I'm in the car or something, not driving. Like if I'm a passenger in the car,
not
like,
driving,
waiting for like just like whatever. If I'm watching a show with my girlfriend, and it's like really boring. I just like play Hearthstone. It is fun. I play Arena, and that's it. Yeah, just mess around on it a little bit.
So for people who want to play for a living, we already discourage them a little bit. Unless you really want to do it. If you love doing it, then, by all means, it's doable. It's not like a dead end at all. What do you think the important things in like 2019 and beyond?
It's like any other job, man. It's like anything in life. You gotta try hard at it. You have to try hard. Like, can't be a DGen. If you're a DGen, just quit like right away.
Yeah, that's
because it's not gonna work. You have to be just
disciplined.
You just gotta be disciplined. You gotta work hard. You gotta study. You gotta playing's the easy part. Like anyone can play a lot of hours.
No, I mean
except for me.
30 to 40 is really not that bad.
It's like a job.
I totally thought he did more. No. I see you ringing all the time. Right?
No, I told you in a month I've never played more than like 175 hours.
Right, you're a really bad worker.
Yeah, bad. Anyways, yeah, it's like anything else, man. It's like any other job. You just gotta do the work. Like most people probably don't want to do the hard stuff. They just want to play, and if you just only play, you're just not gonna win.
Right.
Unless you're like.
Unless you subscribe to Live at the Bike for one free week, use code poker and learn.
Unless you're a god of poker, yeah.
Yeah, my thing with Bryce is still fresh in my head, so I'm not gonna spoil any of that. Yeah. But it was a good one. But yeah. I've mentioned many times, even though the game's gotten harder, the hardest part of high-stakes poker is just the lifestyle. It's not the skill. The skill is like, yeah, it's hard.
Skill is hard.
Yeah, the skill is hard. It's not that. The skill is hard. Yeah. But dealing with the lifestyle, especially taking a massive downswing, big blind-wise in the mid-stakes, it hurts, but it doesn't screw with your mind.
Yeah.
Like when you take downswings in the nosebleed stakes, the first few times it's okay because you're used to it from the mistakes. At some point, I think everybody snaps. I don't know anybody who hasn't snapped.
Yeah, I mean, like let's say if I had like whatever like a quarter, like $3/4 million of a dollar, like $750K. I was playing high stakes and I lost like, let's say like $500K. Like, it's never happened to me, but like if it did, like I don't know.
You can envision.
I probably wouldn't want to play poker anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean that's like a lot of like Mark Newhouse.
Yeah.
He had like $1 million, and then like after X sessions he had like 150 or 200K to his name, and he felt like he was broke because it's just like it really screws with your mind.
Yeah, for sure. And like I don't know. Yeah, it's like look when I used to play. Like I used to take like let's say like whatever like 4 years ago I would play, and let's say in a session I would lose like 6 buy-ins or something, and like I would just like be so tilted, and like I wouldn't play for like 2 or 3 days, Whereas now,
you do that already.
Whereas now, like if that happened to me, like it wouldn't even bother me. I would just come back and play it the next day. But like if it kept happening, yeah, obviously, like
developing like immunity in the mid stakes, plus having the confidence that it'll come back.
Yeah,
really helps. Whereas like. I remember a session, I was playing 204 on limit, and I'm just like, I made a mistake on one street. I'm not seeing anybody make mistakes. When am I getting this back? Like, it's just like one wreck, and like literally people are not making mistakes. I'm just like,
Yeah, that's a mindset like thing. It's some people, poker's not for everyone. Like it
yeah,
takes someone that's really has a really high like
emotional control.
yeah, emotional control. Whether like I don't know, you got to just like trick yourself into not tilting,
Well,
which is
I
which
was
is
gonna
hard.
expose like a lot of your good plays, but
Yeah.
really a lot of your hand of the days are just like coolers on both end. Either you like
Hey
cooler
man,
somebody or
the
whatever.
hardest skill in poker is flopping a set. There's nothing harder.
So let's watch the variants that Jerry Fang goes through on Live with the Bike. Oh look, you didn't age.
Same guy. All the bad beats and didn't do me in too bad.
Right. You're still fine. Just wait 5 more years. Oh, there's
All right, here
Cyrus.
we
It's really
go.
wrong. Mr.
Amir,
Clean.
Cyrus, Mr. Clean, Eldar. See, I outlasted everyone. Very few of these players still play.
They're like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm through.
All right.
All right, Mr. Clean raised up 80. It's probably a straddle for it to be that big of a raise. Jerry's going to fly with 9s in the hijack. YC. I hope Ace King didn't go in the muck, but probably graphics error. Then DP is going to call 6-3 of diamonds. You know this hand, right? Oh,
Yeah.
easy
I
game.
think the river's a 3-ball, right?
Yeah, easy
Oh.
game. So DP checks his trips. He had trips. And Mr. Clean going to c-bet. And Jerry, oh darn, just flopped a full house. Just calls. DP's thinking of Vegas and the freaking Mirage, but he doesn't realize he's going to be sticking at the bike for a while.
Bell Gardens. No Vegas for you.
Yeah.
It's the bright lights of Bell Gardens.
So there's a check and raise. Mr. Clean makes a good lay down with Queen High. Jerry, oh man, oh this hurts. What do you have? Do you have a 6? Oh, are you bluffing me with a flush draw? Guys, this is how you should act when you have a full house. Act confused, pretend that you're wondering if he has a draw, and then just call because you're in position. Why's the camera on you? You're in position.
Yeah.
We want to check out your face. Taiwanese pop star.
Hurry up, Daniel. I gotta pee. That's what I was thinking. Hurry up, Daniel. Gotta pee. How many? Oh, good. Am I above average?
Yeah, ratio. I mean,
That's good.
you're definitely above my solo show.
That's good. That's good.
He didn't even laugh at that. But DP checks, afraid of 7-8 maybe. And Jerry, no checks.
No free cards, man.
No free cards to draw for 1 out. And Jerry's going to bet 800 into about 13-15. He's afraid of the straight. He's wondering. Every day he's wondering. Would Jerry really bet a flush draw on the turn like this? Gamble to gamble. Says, don't tell me 6 river. Well, you better subscribe to Live at the Bike on YouTube Hand of the Day to see hands like these. So then you know the answer. Is it hard to be like stone faced like this?
No, it's easy, man. It's
Okay.
easy.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking like
Are you thinking
I'm
of
about
Vegas
to
in the
I'm about
freaking
to
wash?
I'm about to get rich. Yeah.
And DP calls. I'm guessing the river's a 3.
Oh, he gets there. He gets there.
He
He
gets
gets
there.
there. The kid gets there.
But really, it doesn't matter that much unless. I mean, I guess he beats a straight now, but
He beats
it,
a straight in 6x, which is like a lot
yeah,
of. I mean, he just has to stack off. There's no joy.
yeah,
There's no joy. He has like 2/3 pause. No joy.
no choice.
This cooler city.
This is the first of Jerry's mini coolers on Live on the Bike.
What do you? I mean, what do you want me to say about this hand? Anything?
No, I was gonna like pick out hands where you do like some cool stuff, and
Yeah.
it turned out like all your hands are like coolers on both ends.
Yeah.
He's all in. You
Oh.
mucked? Just kidding.
Should have soul rolled that one. I think that was the best
Do you know him?
GTO play now.
No. If we're ever on the show,
Yeah, I know him a little. I knew him a little bit.
okay.
Yeah.
If you're on the show, you can slow roll me. I don't care. I'll pretend like I'm.
All right, here we
Like,
go.
Do you remember this one?
Yeah, Ace King, right? Like honestly, I remember thinking like Colleen has aces, but I'm just like too stubborn to fold. That's honestly what I was thinking.
This hand
I was like,
is,
I know she has aces, but like I wasn't good at poker.
For-
back
for-
then.
for for you guys watching. If you want to know what it's like to be a professional poker player, do what Jerry does. This hand, like it's so professional. Like you guys don't even understand. There's Colleen, who's going to be on PokerCraft on the 23rd. Harry, Courtney, aka Liberal Chick. So Harry's got 8s. Raising to 65. Colleen with 2 red aces, re-raises. And Jerry with ace-king suited. Can he lay this down pre-flop?
Is that Lyman's voice? I hear Lyman's
Yeah.
voice. Yeah.
Oh, there's Andy. Oh, you can't lay this down pre-flop. You didn't slow raise.
Wow, how
your-
did? Oh my God, what's this guy's name? Jesse Caps.
Jesse
I totally
Caps.
forgot about this guy.
What about him? He's like a vlogger now, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. He was here like a couple months ago, I think. I saw him. It's Brian Watson, I think.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a long time.
Watbry. Everyone thinks it's Watbury. It's Brian Watson, Watbry. So this is how a professional plays ace king suited.
This is how you do it, man. You gotta be aggressive with ace king, and then you get in against aces, and then just scoop. Easy game.
Oh, spoilers.
Come on, man. You gonna show me losing on this? You gonna show me getting stacked,
Yeah.
getting it in with 12%, scooping twice? This is pretty impressive.
I know. This is why I'm showing it.
This is pretty like she does
I
she
know.
almost did the Phil Hellmuth
Yeah. It's like.
shove, just messy shove.
All right. In all seriousness, what do you think at this point?
What am I thinking?
It's not easy. I mean,
I told you like I was like I kind of thought Colleen had aces,
yeah.
and I like honestly I remember this hand, and then I was like Harry just like he
There's
was
a
like
side pot,
I don't
too.
I don't really remember, but Harry was like playing extra loose that day I think, and like I was just like Harry could call with worse here because he's like he's harrying it up. So I was like let's just get it in
And to get the side pot.
I mean, I'm fine with Harry. I remember thinking like I'm Harry put 535 in, right?
Yeah.
I was like, that's too much. I just have to shove. It's too much dead money. He has like a lot of bad hands. He has like top like I don't know like 15% of hands. It's like he can only call like so many of them. He's just gonna be folding a bunch and like even if Colleen has me beat, which is like, I mean it's pretty unlikely anyways. I have ace king. I'm blocking aces and kings. Whatever. I have like 40% against Colleen. Harry has against Colleen's range. I have like 40%, and Harry's like folding a lot of the time, and like it's just too much. It's way too much dead money.
That's what the
so.
solver says, right?
No, it's just easy. I mean, I don't know. It's ace king, and like you put in 530, then he has a lot of weekends. Just get it in and try to win a flip, or in this case, try to win a try to
12%er.
12. Try to get there
Twice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonder what your odds were after the first run.
And then Harry makes this sick hero call. He just knows, you know.
Yeah, I remember him talking.
The kid knows. Nah.
One thing when you get older and then you like look at the younger people playing, you're like, I remember when I used to think like that.
Yeah. 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 Sounds pretty standard.
I'm gonna try fast forward to that.
So blah 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 blah. Think.
Who's that? It's Wheeze? Oh crap!
Wheeze and Lyman. Just saw Lyman today at the Commerce, you know, doing
Yeah,
his...
you're playing his 5-5-10.
Oh my god, thank god.
Patrick Harris, what's Jerry's stack size? You have 5K, right? You have over five, or you have Harry covered?
3 plus 4670.
Okay, so Harry has you covered.
Yeah.
Shout out to Patrick Kern, the graphics engineer.
Lyman.
Oh my gosh.
There's Lyman.
Oh, there's Feldman.
Look, Lyman looks like a freaking... I don't even know. He looks like a pro wrestler from like the 80s or something. The same voice.
Oh, that's how he gets the action. And Colleen's like, I have aces. Two spades. Brick. Oh my gosh, not flush. This is what dreams are made of. Why'd you save this run for the World Series of Poker?
I don't know.
It's kind of wasted on.
Look at Feldman. Feldman wishes he could beat me.
That dude, no doubt. Two flushes. He's just too sick. You're a professional.
I don't know this hand.
You don't.
Oh, no, I don't.
It's.
I'm assuming I'll make a flushy.
You don't. Chips are going in though. This is more of a display of just like how these big pots can be like coolered in so many ways.
It's against Harry.
There, not flush draw. Lions got open ended. I saw Mirror a couple months ago.
Yeah, he plays here. He comes in. I think he does real estate now. He's like a.
Yeah, he told me.
But he plays here.
He quit the game. I'm just kidding.
He plays like he plays a few times a week, maybe like once or twice a week.
And Harry has a purr.
So what happens here?
Lion bets.
Check bet. Harry's gonna make a move or no?
We know Harry.
Or just call. Let's try to spike someone.
Dude, Dakota Clark is like Jerry. They loving Jerry long time, man.
Good, man. I'm good to know I have some fans in there.
You're a Fang gang, Wu Fang clan,
Wu Fang clan.
Fang Dingo.
Did you see? Are you a Wu Tang fan?
I like Wu Tang. I mean,
Did you see the new show, Hulu show about them?
no.
I didn't like it. I watched one episode and I stopped.
So Harry's making a
But
move.
I'm a big Wu Tang fan.
What do you like from them? Do you like the group or the individuals?
All of it, man. They're my favorite rap group of all time.
All time, just all time.
All time best rap group, Wu Tang Clan.
Cash rules everything around you.
Yep. Cream, get the money.
Dollar bills, yeah. Do you use Wu Tang Financial? And Lion with open-ended and two overcards.
Well, this is back when I had heart. This is back when I had heart. No more heart.
With this run out, spoilers, still no more heart.
I lost this one. I think
Yeah.
Harry calls me and somehow wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this one now.
Dude, Harry's such a boss. Has a sick pair of sixes. He doesn't
Well,
know.
he's 50-50.
He's a small favorite.
Do I break out or what? Or
You bricked
does
out.
he get there?
No, you just bricked.
It's a,
I control the
not
audience.
Not that big of a pot. He just flips it over like he has a nuts. Like sick.
He knew. There's Austin.
There's Austin, OG. Joel.
Oh, look at this, 2015.
2015.
Look at this. See, this is how old school Jerry Fang is.
Wait,
do you remember this?
Was C5 that dealer that used to work here? No, it's.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
This is actually the
Oh, this is.
There's Alex. Look.
There's Danconia. Shout out to Danconia. Oh, we're gonna eat a steak for you tonight, Alex.
Yeah, he's
Gonna
always
eat a porterhouse for you tonight.
Yeah, he's all about the proteins. So this one actually will have strategy talk. So
Okay.
you obviously get bad beat.
Yeah. I remember being really mad about this hand because, I don't like losing to Rev. Let's put it that way. So whatever. I raise under the gun.
Yeah.
You want me
Or hijack.
or whatever?
Yeah,
I raise first in.
Yeah.
Rev calls. Pretty standard. Ace Jack. You can 3-better. You can call. Tony comes along with some
Suited. Hashtag.
And the thing is, like, he didn't 3-bet pre, so like I have like the stone nuts on his board, like whatever he has a jack sometimes. I have like the stone nuts. He should never ever be leading because it's like I have all the best hands. I have aces and kings and he just doesn't. I have queens plus and he doesn't. And there's like whatever 18 combos of queens plus. And he has like whatever a few combos of jacks, so it's like I just have the nuts every time. I just remember in this hand, like I just remember that like he's so freaking nitty that like like I just didn't know, like I just felt like he has to have it when he leads a turn, but like it's, I mean, it's just such a weird spot because the boards are never tripped up. Like it's pretty rare for the board to be tripped.
Sure.
And it's like I mean, like yeah, he like always has it, but like
it's
like no one ever has quads,
Yeah.
And I have aces, and like the thing is like, and I remember I was just like, I mean, I was everyone was bad at back then at poker here, but like
You're still around, so
I just felt like he, I don't know. I just remember really being really mad about this hand. That's it. Like I guess at the time I thought maybe he could have queens, but like he can't even really like if he's not 3-betting queens here, it's like I mean he's 3-betting queens from the small blind like at least like 80% of the time, like
yeah,
minimum.
Now you lose the queens on the river.
Yeah, but he just never has it because he's 3-betting in pre. Like he just never has it,
Right.
and like so he has a jack or nothing, and like I remember this hand. Like why would I ever like raising, like I'm only gonna get called by quads. Or I'm only gonna get. Yeah, that's what I was mad about. Like, I stacked off in this hand. I'm assuming, or like close to it.
Yeah, close. I
mean, raising the river against like a.
if he like led the turn as a bluff with like 2 overcards and then hits the queen.
Yeah. Like he hits a queen, so that's why I raise and like, I'm like against a player like Rev, you probably shouldn't raise. Against a player like a really weak player, like you should definitely raise because like
They could call you.
they call too much, And like I mean, this spot is like, so rare. It's like I don't even know what to do. Like it's just the fold. It's just the fold to Rev here. Like I think, but I was bad back then, so.
You're still around, so it's better than Tom Dwan.
He's I don't know. Rev's just like a stone knit, so like I just can't pay him. You shouldn't pay him off here, but he just has it every time. But it's like whoever, like he has it every time, but like whoever has quad, like no one ever has quads.
Yeah.
And like he's just
upset at yourself.
He just like.
So this is what you probably were thinking. I'm gonna raise and then fold to a 3-bet, and then you keep changing your mind in between.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
we all like everybody does.
Like, what is he like? He's never bluffing here. Like, no one's ever bluffing. Like no one. Like, not even like someone that's super like
Bluffy.
Yeah, because like it's
Garrett.
Because the board is tripped. Like and he can't have aces of kings or queens really.
Yeah.
Just makes no sense for him to ever to every bluffing here. And like Rev's like, I mean, he's an idiot, but he's not like the worst. You know, he's a pretty decent player. So
And then you
he's
pay
just
off.
I don't know. He's just like no one decent is just gonna like lead there.
This was a while ago.
A
You're
raise,
you've
yeah.
grown since then, right?
Yeah, I remember being pretty angry that I raised there.
So here was bad beat. Spoiler.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
You-
walk out. I'm gonna walk out in his hand.
Do you?
No, it's just yeah. This is it. This is it. um, yeah, bad beat. Really. This guy Ron, he like constantly angle shoots me. Constantly angle shooting everyone at the table. Just don't really like the guy, man. To be honest.
Damn. I've never heard you say that about anybody.
I don't like. I was playing. I have a funny story. So I was playing on the Commerce. He sits down at the table, and he's always angle shooting, like always. And it was like a year ago, whatever. I look at him and I make a joke. I'm like, Ron. I was like, please, whatever you do, just wait one orbit before you angle me. And I swear, within like 4 hands,
He couldn't help himself.
on the river. Like I'm like thinking of like betting, and he like fake like mucks his hand. Just like Ron, I was like, it wasn't. I didn't even care. It was just like so ridiculous that he would try something. Like it's just like I just like told him like I was like, don't do it. And he still like can't help himself. So, that like I said, that's the annoying thing about playing poker a lot is that you just get these people that are just freaking annoying and bad people. Like he's just constantly trying to like cheat the system. And it's like whatever, but it's just annoying. It's like just have some class and like play poker, not try to cheat.
Well, maybe that's how they get fun. I don't know.
How they what? How
they get fun out of things, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So Jerry with the Stone Cold Nuts on the flop, and then the turn. Somebody could have 8-9 was open-ended on the flop.
Oh, well, what year was this in? See, this isn't even that long ago. Most of these players don't even play anymore.
Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show.
That's the thing about poker. People,
there's Jen
people always
T,
come
right?
and go. Yeah, Jen T, she doesn't play anymore. I mean, she might play, but she didn't play in the show.
She's welcome back.
Yeah, it's always good to have girls on the show.
Now you figured out the secret. There's Athena K. She'll come. She's coming back.
Yeah, what happened to Kate?
It just works.
Yeah,
She's
that's what
playing
she said.
tournaments, and then I had her on PokerCraft. And Jerry bets 1,200. Harry with a flush draw. And Ron shipping it. Oh, you call. That was pretty fast. I'm just kidding. $27. No, okay. I was trying to see if he off chance had the pot odds to call. He did not.
Who is this, Harry?
Harry, yeah.
Harry's live. His flush draw's live.
Yeah.
Two, three. He's getting.
He's
almost like 4-1.
Yeah, it's almost. It's really
No, it's like yeah, it's like slightly losing.
slightly losing is still losing, Jerry.
Hey man, you got too much in there.
Yeah.
So,
Sometimes if you're stuck,
slightly.
and guys, this is fun to watch, but when you have the 71% and it doesn't work out for you on the river,
Oh yeah.
and it works out for Harry.
That was a bad river.
Oh, Ron won it.
See, I'm out. All right, I'm out, Wade. Peace.
Oh, you just bounced.
I was already buried that day.
Oh.
I lost like a lot. Like I said, once I lose my amount, I just know I can't play good, and I just leave.
Oh, that's the old room. Wow. All right, sorry for reliving that memory.
That's everyone's favorite hand, I think. That's all my friends' favorite hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did
they
kill
just
you?
they trolled me, dude. They made a Photoshop of like me walking out.
Oh, really? That's funny.
They made like a Photoshop of it.
You have great
Pretty
friends.
funny, yeah.
So we go. Squish My Tomato has nines. Lions calling with King 10 suited. Jerry with aces on the button. Jerry would be in good shape, except this is a 7-card game, not a 2-card game. Three-of-a-kind queens for Harry. Ace kicker. Jerry, of course, c-bets in position. Harry. Let's see, Patrick Kern says surf is aging like a fine wine. Surf and snowboard in the chat. Harry just calls. Squish My Tomato. Mark Goon, live at the bike commentator, sussing out the situation. Mark calls. Checked back to Jerry. Probably not too happy with aces here. And Jerry's going to check the turn.
How did the action go so far?
You see bet the flop, and you got 2 callers, so and you check the turn obviously because you're not happy. 2 callers on a queen queen 3. And Harry bets the river. You have this defeated look. You already know somebody has a queen. But man, you've taken some pretty bad ones.
This is a snap call. I mean, he's betting so small. Just snap him off. Harry is.
He's capable, definitely.
He's definitely capable of just
having like a pair.
Bluffing.
Yeah, turning his hand into a bluff. But you moved all in.
Oh, it was like a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, so
it was like $400 more or something.
Yeah, that's what the commentator said. It was like 300, 400 more.
Yeah.
So the commentators were kind of questioning, and it was Bart and somebody else, like why you moved all in instead of just calling, since you're not going to call by worse.
Yeah,
that's what they said.
I don't know. I think Harry will call with worse.
Well, that's why we're here getting your opinion.
Like I thought, like when he bet that, I thought he has like jacks or like a hand like jacks or like a 10.
Yeah.
And I just thought like he's just trying to get a little bit of value because he thinks his hand's the best. And then
well, that's why you're here to answer, because I've had words for commentators before too.
Yeah. I just thought he had like jacks or a 10, try to get thin value, and I just thought he wouldn't never fold to a shove.
So, guys, it was not a shove for 7,000. Jerry had like 300 or 400 more and thought that Harry might be calling with like jacks or 9s or 3s. Wisco Baron says aces are not Jerry's friend.
Okay,
there's Alex again.
I remember this one. Oh, I love getting Danconia money. Triple Z Danconia. He goes.
Let's get him back on. He always has words for me.
No, please.
He's a super nice guy, dude.
No. I like Alex. He's
he's a great conversationalist. I took him to Brazilian barbecue.
He takes the needles.
Yeah.
He's my number one needle. I needle him the most out of any player, and he loves it. He takes it.
Aces are not Jerry's friend, but 10s are. Oh, easy game.
Wow, what skill? Such skill.
Unless a 7 comes along.
Such skill.
Unless a 7 comes along.
Wow, this is what we call ultimate skill game.
It's a skill game. Hey, you lost with aces so many times. Isn't it justice? Ooh, Tony picks up 4 outs. Tony in better shape than Alex. We should tell Alex that betting when you have 2% chance to win isn't a good poker play. Sigh. You let the straight get there. JK, Jerry raises. I had to dig up this one because like he doesn't play on Live of the Bike much, and he's always outside. So we gotta dig him out and from the graveyard and put him back on the show. Just kidding. Shout out to Alex. He actually gives me good feedback for the show, especially the talk show. So. And always giving me diet advice. Which always says I lost weight.
He almost put he almost killed Aaron Queskin, you know.
What happened?
No, you put him on like an all meat diet, and he had to go to the ER for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Because his body couldn't handle it?
Yeah, I think so. The other day, Alex told me to go on the website www.meatheals.com.
Okay.
And he's
Wow.
like, check it out, Jerry. He's like, I was like, he's like, I like to eat vegetables, Alex. He's like, no, don't do that, please. Wow. Nice raise, Alex. Nice raise.
And just like snap all in.
Nice raise, Alex. Fish, friggin' donkey. Massive donkey.
I mean, there's so many hands better than this, right?
No, getting Alex's money is automatically the best hand.
Look
Call
out.
you, freaking nit. Dude, I have a freaking straight here all the time. I have a straight, you have all these outs. Just call, no choy. Freaking nit. What is he thinking about? It was 1.2 to call 5. Like, this guy, dude.
Damn, man. What if he's against an overset? Then he's got one out. Wow, you gotta love him being so tortured. He does call. And
I love it.
it's 7. 7. 7. No, 7. Oh, you ran twice. What if the second one was a 7? Well, you can't lose both runs at least.
Yeah, it's
Oh, look at you. You're feigning sadness now. You're like, sorry, Alex.
Yes, yeah.
Anybody but you.
Yeah.
Maybe Wayne, but just you two. Okay, here is the ultimate troll. Is Jerry playing the great game of Pot Limit Omaha? And you claim you were clicking buttons this hand.
Oh man,
Yoshi and I tried to hype you up.
no, I'm not good at PLO, but you know.
But this play was just amazing. It was still cool.
All right, let's see what happens.
So there's a straddle on the button, and Jerry has King, King, 10, 9, double suited and small blind. He calls, and it's called multi-way all around. Back to the button straddle, and Hawk raises.
What do I have? Okay.
You have King, King, 10, 9, double suited.
Oh, nice hand.
So you limped in after the button straddle,
Yeah.
and you have an opportunity to back raise,
Yeah.
which you did. Get all these dead monies in there. And look at you have pretty high equity.
That was pretty risky. Someone could have aces, and I could just be screwed.
True. Or you can be dealt the losing hand and outplay them.
Okay, Hawk is seed 6. Yeah, he was given a lot of action. He was like,
He was just
he
choosing.
was running really bad and
He was
giving a
running
lot of
bad
action.
and choosing the wrong plays.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like anytime it was like a close spot, he would just choose the wrong play.
Yeah.
Though in this one, he probably should have checked the turn and not allowed you to blow him off the hand.
I had no blockers at club. I didn't have the king of clubs.
I'll be honest, I had no idea what you're doing this hand.
I mean, I was just bluffing.
Yeah.
It's just a bluff, you know.
So you did have this plan since the turn.
I mean, I didn't have any blockers, but like, okay. On this hand, I remember thinking, my God, what was I thinking?
I don't know.
I remember specifically.
Yoshi and I were joking around, but we did give you credit for premeditating.
Oh, okay. I knew he would put me on aces.
Yeah.
Like, I knew he'd put me on aces. That's
Yeah,
why.
I know. We were joking, but we kind of figured that's what you were
Yeah.
doing.
So on a board pair, I was just gonna,
Yeah, shove. I mean, you
Shove.
probably just should bet anyway
and
because
then
the board's so.
yeah, it doesn't pair that often. Yeah, I don't know. I'm bad at PLO. I don't know
There
what
we
to tell you.
go.
I don't
Jerry
know.
Fang, guys. Oh, these are the Bryce hands. So if you guys want to call in, ask Jerry Fang or I some questions, the phone number is on the bottom. If there are no callers, I'm going to call a real Magic the Gathering pro. No callers? No callers? Oops. Alright, nothing. Screw him. Oh, here we go. We got a call. 239, this is live at the bike. Who's this?
Eric, how you doing?
How's it going? You are on with
How's everything?
Jerry Fang and D22 Sosa, Wayne Chong.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you guys doing, man? How's it going over there?
We're just hanging out, trying to entertain the viewers.
Hey, you guys are doing a great job, and I just wanted to call up to say and give you support that you guys are killing it and keep doing it, man. It's good to see your journey that you have and all your highlights and your bad beats.
Yeah, you took him
Thank
well,
you,
except for
man.
the one where he stormed out.
The one guy that can really tilt me is Ron. You know, is
Hey,
Ron.
but you know what? That is awesome because I've been in that situation where, like, all right, this is my buy-in, and if I lose this right now, I'm out. You know, just like I don't care. I'll come tomorrow. So I stormed out like that before. So it's cool to see that and recognize that. And then
Bad beat,
cool.
recognized bad beat. No, but in all honesty,
Yeah.
Jerry like never loses his cool. Like in the last year, I mean, I'm under high stress situations, but like I've lost my cool and been disappointed in myself. I don't get mad at anyone, but I've definitely like thrown the cards into the muck, and Jerry just like, I want to be like Jerry. When he's on the winning side.
Recently, actually, I was like running really bad in live the bike, and like for the big games, like Nick would just like cooler me like every time, and then like I was like pretty tilted, but I would just like make jokes to Magic and Sammy saying that they always cooler me, but my luck's turned around, so that's good.
Yeah, that's one day you're rich, one day you're poor. One day,
Oh.
no.
One day you go in there with like so many buy-ins, and the next day you're just like, all right, I'm just gonna just throw this buy-in, get a couple beats.
You go through it enough, and then you just like get desensitized losses. Like when you're first starting off your poker journey and you win, you're like so happy. You're like, this is gonna happen every day.
Yeah, yeah. When you run hot, you just see green everywhere.
Yeah.
And then when you running bad, you're just like,
You just like can't get out of that funk. Like
yeah.
I had the worst run of live cards in my life on the day session when I was on day shift for Prop, and just like I was dealt losers like 85-90% of the hands, and like I was like my mind was just blown because I've been through worse runs online but never live, and I just couldn't believe it. And there's like even got to me. Like JJ and Zach like yelled at me. They're just like, dude, you sound like one of those bad players. Quit complaining.
Yeah,
Just
it's
keep
annoying.
at
It's
it.
bad for the game. It's a bad vibe for the game. But I'm assuming also like in limit, you know, it's like you can't really control as much because people are.
It was no limit too.
Oh,
Like
no
in
limit.
1 hour, like I was dealt 3 losers for stacks, and I was like, it just like I was losing just nonstop hands. But you know, it's turned around. Like that's what happens when you know you grind it out. It's
Yeah, and then you think it too. But then you just come in and you're like, all right, I hit every set. You know, I'm flopping straight. All my bluffs are getting through. Like, I can't be stopped. I'm winning every pot, you know? So it's like, it's just, it always depends on the flow and how you're playing. You know, sometimes you make bad choices, but
yeah, no, I mean, I was going into the river with like I was always almost always good or just have high equity, like a huge draw, and just like being dealt losers. It's just insane, but it you know it can happen.
The thing about poker
and you
is
think,
you
when you're doing the right moves, you think that you know you can't lose, but you could always you always get it in, and you're always gonna get it in on the cooler side, you know. But sometimes it just sucks when you're like, yo, okay, I got aces on a dry board, and he has pocket threes, and you get cool. You know, it's just crazy. Man.
Sometimes Jerry has aces, and sometimes Harry has ace queen, and it's queen queen 3.
Yeah, it's just, you know, in poker, you can't get too high and you can't get too low, you know, like.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I would never fold them aces against the quad jacks, bro.
There you go.
Yeah,
that one was tough.
Yeah, snap call 800 for sure, bro. Without even looking, you know, there's no way. Well, he has it at that point. So don't fucking beat yourself up.
He's just so tight. It's just like it just made me angry to pay him off. You know, it's like if he's a loose player, like whatever. But he's just so tight. Yeah, I don't know. So.
I mean, you could have just called too, like when he bet out on the river. I mean, that's an option.
So
instead
what
of bet raise, you know, bet call. Yeah, go ahead.
You just thought you were so good there, and you were getting max value. That's probably what you thought. You're like, fuck it, I'm getting. Oh, excuse my language. You're getting max value for the hand because you know you think you're good.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, you know, I have aces. I think I'm good. You know, there's no way he has. You know, Jack Ace. I would have heard from him earlier. Whatever. But you never know. That's how they play. But I just want to say that I'm from Florida and I'm watching all this stuff in Cali. So just to say that, to see the journey. And to see that, and to see the like you and Ron, like stuff like that back and forth. See, you know, I'm not from there, not playing all the time there, so it's cool to see it from the outside in. You know, so I just appreciate the grind, and you guys doing a good job, man.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching and supporting me.
Yeah, so that's one of the things is like, you know, when we spend a lot of work running the show, when the commentators in here, we do what we can, but all the commentators have played on the show, so we understand how hard it is. So, you know, when the viewers, especially the YouTube comments or the chat's like, rah, 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 it's like, dude, you try going up on there and see how high your accuracy is. Like, it's just really tough. Yeah.
And that's cool, man, because I see sometimes you guys probably get trolled so much and fucking, you guys get trolled a lot. You know, and you know, the people that troll you are probably not the people that are there that are grinding with stacks in front of them. You know, the people that are at home with playing 1-3 or something trolling you. Like, come on, man. Like, these guys are out here playing, and, you know, they get bad beats. You see them live, you know. It's like, this shit is not recorded. It's you know, it's, like, right there.
Here's the thing.
You know,
like,
it's the truth. You know, you're getting, you know.
Like, the people in the chat or YouTube comments, they'll say, oh, this play is this so bad. When I watch people play outside, I see, like, infinitely worse stuff. And, like, at least people on camera, they don't lie about, you know, what they did or what happened.
Yeah.
People lie all the time outside. It's just ridiculous. That's why I just like when people are like, oh, you should have done this or this. I'm like, people straight up lie about stuff that happened right there.
They'll tell a bad beat story and then they'll
change so many variables.
To where like makes them look good. And
exactly. Or just they'll like leave out like 6 outs that the other guy had.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about live, like especially after we play on camera, we can't lie about the hands. I've seen people play on camera and they just like change the story. I'm like, dude, I watched this. At least that part, I know what happened.
Yeah, and because you guys are from there, you know, so you see that type of stuff. That's why, like, I only see what I can see on TV. You know what I mean? From there, so.
And this is why I want to ask.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the regs, like, you know, Jerry, a lot of other guys, I just say, yeah, come in, say what your 2 cents about the hand, because I don't know what happened either. Like I understand what's like out there, and I see what I see on the screen, and we just want the inside scoop because that's kind of what this show's about. Is seeing real
Yeah,
poker
and that's another
versus
thing too. Yeah, that's another thing too. You're kind of getting like the interview or the angle of him playing the actual hand and his thoughts going through the hand. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So bring it to the next level for the viewers. So that's a
right.
good shout out. I like that. You see what I'm saying? You guys are killing it, man. Just
And we're
keep
honest
doing what you
guys. Like,
do, and don't worry about the haters,
oh no,
because they
no,
gonna hate.
uh, it's tough sometimes because like I want to have discussions. People like I don't care if people disagree with me or they don't like me, but when people are like not trying and they're just like saying stuff and they're like spamming words and then their words like start altering and they're not really they just want what they say to be right versus actually figuring out what's right or having a discussion. That it's definitely tilting and like we're trying to figure out how to deal with like different people in the chat. But for the most part, it's like you can ask a question, you
Yeah.
can disagree with me. That's totally okay. Like it's
I mean, like,
All right. That's yeah.
I don't care about like people like trolling or like saying blah blah blah. It doesn't matter to me, but I know it does matter to like some people, especially like
yeah,
players that play for fun or
Yeah.
like they all mention like, oh, like why are people like putting me down and stuff. And,
right. They just don't understand. This is like the real world is the internet. Like
Yeah, the internet's terrible.
yeah. It's just like when you're just typing on a computer screen and nobody's out there to like check your privilege. Then they could just say
And there's
whatever
probably
they
some
want.
people. Some of those people don't even play poker. There's like just they're not even like in the poker scene. It's just trolling. But
Yeah.
In
let's
general,
get off that topic. Let's talk positive, man. So what,
Yeah.
so like say I come out to like to go play over there,
Sure.
and you guys are always playing, and like how do you like you just pick your players to go in there and play? Because the guys that I see, like Jerry, that I see, you guys have been playing for a while. Jerry, you've been grinding. I see the years, and I see all that. You've been grinding for a little bit. So from what I've seen, so I also had another question for you too. So it's like a double question, like
Yeah.
grinding like that lifestyle, man. How does it feel like in Cali? Do you like living that lifestyle, grinding all the time and playing, or are you playing more for like because you like the rush, or you just like you like the cash and grinding out?
Do I like grinding? It's okay. I
Like
mean,
that?
I like playing poker. I like playing poker. Um,
Yeah, like do you
30
still
hour,
like it
40 hour
after all the years? You know what I'm saying? Like after all the grinding and all the years where you're at now, like is it like a job now? Or is it kind
I
of
mean,
like
yeah, it
like
is. It is. I'm
yeah.
like pretty used to it, but honestly, like, I mean, like I try to always make the game fun and like social, and like especially games at the bike. I feel like are more social, better atmosphere, and like when the game has a good atmosphere, everyone's like relaxed and like whatever, like talking about like sports or whatever, like just having a good time. Like the game is fun for sure. Like poker's fun when that's happening because like live poker is a pretty slow game. You only play whatever, like between 15 and 30% of your hands, and you only get dealt 20 hands an hour. So you need do something to pass the time, and like playing at the Commerce is like no one's talking, everyone's like really serious and stuff, and like I've played poker for a long time, and for me it's not very fun anymore to do that. It might have been like 5 years, 10 years ago. It might have been fun because like I'm really trying to get better at poker, so like I'm not really into like not even like what I mean, like just playing the cards is just enough for me back then. But now it's like I've played so much poker in my life. I'm just like I want it to be at least like a good atmosphere, and
It's fair.
because like
Yeah, you're like past all like the headphones and everybody just grinding out. You just
yeah,
want to like
no, I can't.
have
I
a good
can't.
time, have a
I
good
can't do that.
conversation, and
Yeah.
good table talk. Yeah. That's what I want to know because poker is a long grind. So I just
Yeah.
you usually play poker for a long time. If you're playing in the game.
Yeah, like I mean, it's like a regular job, like hours wise.
Yeah.
I'll play 30, 40 hours a week. I play every day. I play, between like 5 and 10 hours usually. So
That's cool, man. Hey, I'm so excited that I'm on live at the bike, so I just want to give a shout out to you guys, man. That was cool, man. Thanks for answering the call.
Sure.
I was like, there's no calls. I was like, right now, got you.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, we got another call.
Man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for your time, man. You guys have a good one, and you guys, thanks for all the content. You guys have been doing a great job, man. Shout out to the whole team. All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
I gotta call Irving 1 sec. Where's the number? Oh, there it is.
Hello.
Yo, is this the amazing Irving?
Speaking. Who am I speaking with?
This is Live at the Bike. You're on with Jerry Fang and D22 Soso Wayne Chung.
What's up, man?
No way. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Amazing Irving in the chat. So, Jerry's buddy, or brother's buddy, almost made a pro tour. And you've made how many?
I made a few. I mean, I didn't make the pro tour. I qualified for them and participated. I didn't make the event. That would be like those Richard Garfield types, you know, the creators of the game, the real geniuses.
Well, he didn't do well with Artifact. But you've top 8'd a couple of times, and you're starting a poker stream. Is that what's going on with you?
I am starting a poker stream. As of a minute ago, I finished the poker stream to troubleshoot a little, but once that's done, we're going to have a very, very quality poker stream.
High quality.
Almost as high quality as Live at the Bike. I mean, you know that can't be topped. So, I mean, I can't. I mean, I know you're not threatened. Otherwise, you wouldn't be promoting competitors. I mean, when you have the quality product on the market, you can do anything. So,
I was really shilling it.
I know.
Man.
It's dude, the Jerry Fang show. Literally, you crushed it, man. You're 46-5.
It's Jerry Fang.
I got 5 downvotes.
Yeah.
Wow, must be all fake New York Poker King accounts.
Oh.
Is Fang like Phang or?
No, he's Fang Gang. Fang. He's like White Fang.
Wow,
he's like Dracula Fang.
Like actual Fang Gang. I mean, because I was gonna say you change it to one more letter. Like, I mean, you're a World Series of Poker champion, main event champion. You know, I thought I might be talking to him.
Are you referring to
a little
Jerry?
Disappointed now, but I'll get over it. Fanginator.
It has to be a World Series of Poker champion. It can't be the founder of Yahoo.
Oh, you're the champion of Yahoo. Okay, well, I mean, that's harder. That's got more runners than the main event. So maybe it's you I should be talking to.
Yeah, I mean, so the
Yahoo tournaments are beastly. I mean,
you gonna come out to LA?
Well, we might be making some trips to Los Angeles. I mean, from what I hear, it's a nice city. Cincinnati, I mean, it's really warm this time of year. There's a football team that
the bagels.
The bagels,
the bagel and cream cheese.
Okay, I can't quite say this is our year with a straight face. That's what I was trying to get out, but the words just weren't coming. I mean, maybe we'll have a winning record. I mean,
shout out to Pac-Man Jones, my favorite football player of all time.
We're 0-1 already, so it's kind of. I mean, maybe if we picked up a Jeremy Lin or something like that. So.
Oh, dude, they're going all the way, man. If you pick up
Jamie Lin signed with the Shanghai, some Beijing team or something.
Yeah, the Beijing Ducks.
Yeah,
Oh, and it is the Beijing Ducks. Wow.
I got your Beijing duck in Monterey Park. I'll tell you that.
No, I've got my Beijing Ducks on the golf course. I mean, I know all about these ducks now. So. I probably shouldn't admit to anything here, but
Yeah, this is on record.
What about a joke? What about a joke?
Go for it.
This is a good place for jokes, isn't it?
It is. Go for it.
Okay.
And don't talk about. Don't say my poker play is a joke because that's already known.
Yeah, everyone knows that. I don't want to reuse old jokes or beat a dead horse, so to say, beat a dead fish, whatever. So I don't want to do that.
All right, go.
We want
Joke
to do
time.
new jokes. All right. So, you've ever heard this game of Rochambeau?
Sure. AKA rock, paper, scissors?
So not paper. There's two variants. So you have the rock, paper, scissors Rochambeau, which that's well known. But it's also the Rochambeau refers to another game, which is where two men kick each other in a very select area.
Okay.
And take turns. They alternate, and the first one to basically pass out loses.
Okay.
So, all right. So one day, this lawyer is out in the woods and he's going hunting, and he shoots a duck. And the ducks, how they nose dive into the ground, quack, 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 whatever. Boom, hits the ground dead. Lands on this farmer's land. And the farmer says, "All right, well, nice shot there, buddy, but that's my duck." And the lawyer says, "No, I'm a lawyer. I shot the duck. It's my duck." And the farmer says, "Well, that's good for you, but it fell on my land. This is my land. This is my duck." So we're kind of at an impasse here. So what they decide is, you know what? Let's play a game of Rochambeau to settle this. So, farmer gets ready. You can imagine. He's got the shoes on, like the steel toe boot, winds up for the kick. Just lawyers. Oh, keels over, on the ground, but gets up, oh, it hurts. You can tell it hurts, but, all right. Gets up out of it. He's like, all right, ready. And the farmer says, "Okay, you can keep the duck."
Okay.
You don't like that?
Chat, press a 1 if you LOL'd. Press a 2 if you're going to boo our boy Irvin. League of Legends, Twisted Fate, Platinum.
I'm feeling I need to tone it down a little on the jokes. Like,
No, you didn't. That was just really long for...
It was pretty long. It's a good poker table joke. It's one you can out at the poker.
You got a ... from the chat. You got a ... Yeah.
Well,
we got 1-1.
How do your jokes do?
You got 1-1. We got 3 2s.
Okay.
You got a lot of 2s.
Out of what, 10?
No, I said
1 for
1 if you LOL, 2 if you're like don't know what the F is going on. Ooh, you got a sorry, bro.
Okay, well, sorry, bro. All right, this seemed like to be the right place to air that one.
Brush yourself off and try again. But we got more thumbs up, so something's working.
Something's working. We got some
50
thumbs
and
up.
5.
It's my model-like face.
Someone's gonna use that. Yeah. One of those ... daughters is gonna use that at a poker table, make an old man laugh, loosen him up to stack him, and then thank me later. So you don't have to thank me now. I'll take the thanks later.
Okay. Right.
Pay it forward.
All right.
That's How about you? Wayne, Jerry.
Yeah.
Y'all are the hosts of the show.
Yeah.
Hit me with how it should be done. How about a joke back at?
Jerry, you want to tell a joke?
No, I don't know any. I don't know any jokes. No good jokes.
What's a poker player's most hated surgery?
My poker player's most hated surgery.
Hand
this is
surgery.
Like a borderline.
Hand surgery.
Logic.
It is testicular cancer surgery. Some hate losing a big pair. Others hate not having the nuts. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay. It's not limited to just poker players. I wouldn't want that either. But okay, you look very proud of yourself for that one. And you know what? You should be.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
that's
all right. Jerry, do you and Irvin like that show, Two Broke Girls?
I don't. I hate sitcoms.
Irving?
I don't.
Two
watch
Broke
sitcoms.
Girls?
I don't know that show. And the worst part about this is I feel you've told me this joke and I forgot it, and I'm going to get owned by it again. This is the worst part about this.
Well, I don't like
me.
that.
Hit
I don't
me.
like that show. I like the show 100 Broke Guys. I see it every day at the casino.
Oh, there. I knew I heard this. I saw the setup coming.
All right, I've dropped one of yours. It was
Delansky, didn't you?
what do you call it when you turn 2 dimes into 4 nickels?
2 dimes and 4 nickels.
This is your joke.
I know. I feel so stupid for not knowing my own.
Did you rip it off someplace?
No, it's probably an original that I came up with and forgot because I probably thought it was that dumb. But you seemed impressed by it. I'm starting to remember this too.
I have a low bar because I just want to laugh. I want people to laugh. So whatever. Do you what?
Right.
What?
I mean, you like these jokes that's like, what do you call a Pokemon that spies on someone and sneezes? It's a Pikachu! Those are the jokes you like.
Dude, you got Jerry to laugh.
Oh, the delivery was pretty funny. The delivery was... It's a bad joke, but the delivery is...
These are the kind of jokes you laugh.
I didn't laugh. Jerry laughed. So you got a new
Hit
fan.
me with the ones for the Pikachu. Yeah, okay. If I got Jerry to laugh, he looks very stoic over there. I mean, he's like...
Dude, it's hard, man. The only time in those...
I see Jerry on the phone. He's just sitting there swiping left like a fiend. I mean, he's just like, left. No.
He's swiping Pokemon.
I'm trying to catch a shiny Abra right now, man. They only come around once every so often.
Yeah, I mean, you know how much you're going to impress his brother's friend? Like, you went on, 8 pro tours, and you, top 8 at 2 of them or something?
Oh, man, that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to talk about that Worlds was the real key.
Oh, so apparently in Worlds, what were you, 11-1?
I was 11-1. I had a 3-point lead on second place, full 3 points, a whole match ahead. And I have to 2-4 to make the top 8 of the World Championships. I need 2 wins and 4 losses. Pretty bad record. We didn't get there. We struggled.
It's okay, Jerry.
It's all right.
There was a draw involved, and
just ran bad in the high stakes.
Yeah, Jerry lost aces against ace queen and aces against ace jack. We have it on video. It's not a bad beat story. There is evidence.
Yeah.
If somebody else told me the story, I wouldn't believe it. But Jerry's been on live with the bike.
It's like me when I play high stakes. Just save all my run bad for the high stakes.
Yeah, tell your backer.
Tell your backer you lost with aces up. Yeah, that's a worse feeling.
Just
there is a worse feeling when you tell your backer you lost with Jack 4 offsuit, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
The fact that you even got backed to begin with, and you were able to tell the story is already pretty amazing.
This is actually a true story on my part. I was actually playing the Sunday Brawl. This was years ago. If you remember the Sunday Brawl, this was like the Sunday Million of full tilt poker.
Oh, okay.
With all the cartoony characters. This was like the major. It was like 100K, 150 first.
Okay.
And I'm in ninth. I was staked by Bryn Kenny for this tournament, who is the number one all-time money leader currently. He's
Shout out to Bryn Kenny. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in ninth place of 9 with 9 blinds in the small blind. The big blind is in 8th place with 9.1 big blinds.
And you just shipped it with the Jack 4?
I actually had Jack 3 offsuit. Jack 4 came to mind first. I wanted to make it sound a little better, but it was Jack 3. And
that's just right at the cutoff point of the shoving cutoff point with 8 bigs.
Yeah, basically. So, I mean, I just thought the ICM pressure, he's not going to call anything, but
He woke up with a real
he
hand.
did call with Ace Jack, and next thing I know,
You didn't hit the 3?
No, and we didn't hit the 3, and Bryn was none too pleased. We got a piece of his mind, what he thought about that play.
Really? Okay. Well, hopefully we'll come on. Hopefully we'll come on live at the bike and we'll be like, "Hey, you remember Irvin Tomas, Mr.
Probably
Jack
not.
3?
He's good.
He's back too many people."
I mean, he's now playing buy-ins that are higher than the prizes we're winning. So, I mean, he's doing all right, it seems. So, Wayne,
Yeah.
I apologize very much, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt the nickel and dime joke. Let's get back to the topic at hand here.
So you can't even reverse engineer your own joke?
Nickels and dime. What was it? What's the difference between 4 nickels and 2 dimes?
No. What do you call a transformation from 2 dimes into 4 nickels?
Miracle.
This
Currency
is your...
exchange.
No. I've said your damn joke, and like when the chat booed me, I was like, it wasn't mine.
I missed it. And I now accidentally brought it back. So,
Okay.
this chat's going to love me. All right, currency
All right.
exchange.
All right. Dude, there are going to be so many thumbs down when I tell everyone what your joke is.
Well, I don't want to take credit for this joke.
Okay.
I don't remember it because it was not my joke, people.
Maybe you
This
don't
is,
remember your own
Wayne's
genius. You don't remember your own genius. What do you call a transformation of 2 dimes into 4 nickels? A paradigm shift.
Yeah, that's not mine. That's totally yours.
It's a bad. It's
That's
it's a
terrible.
popsicle stick joke right there.
that's-
Popsicle stick joke.
It was totally yours. All right. If you want to,
I don't use words like paradigm. I've never used the word paradigm.
You wouldn't use that except there's a magic card, blue and 1 colorless, as paradigm shift.
Oh dear, you're just what's that called? Framing, when you just somehow pin all the evidence that supports someone being guilty, but it's not.
Are you this
that's
entertaining on your
happening to
stream?
me right now.
Are you this entertaining on your stream, or do you need me to jumpstart? Oh, we got 1 thumbs down ever since we started this stick.
Because it's entertaining. It looks like your viewership has dropped in half, so I better get out of here quick.
Dude, this ever since I took over, it's been doing better. And Jerry came on, dude. He was killing it. They were loving the bad beats.
All right,
They're like, Jerry's got aces again. No, he must lose this game.
all right, guys.
How can you not love Jerry? I mean, he's next to you. I mean, he's having a good hair day. He might not be, but he's next to you. So, I mean, next to you, Mike Tyson's having a good hair day. So, I apologize, Wayne.
It's okay. All right, we're gonna wrap up this episode of PokerCraft with Jerry Fang because he's got to go grind or has a date or something. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm watching football, man. I got
Okay.
these football bets. Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
he has real things to attend to. So thanks for all thumbs up. It was pretty damn good, and we will see you guys next week. I think I have Patrick Kern on next week.
All right,
So
guys.
shouts to him.
Take it easy. And
Take it easy.
Don't forget, visit NY Poker King in jail. He needs some friends. All right, guys.
I thought I was gonna say Titus, right? Okay. All right. Peace out, guys.
Peace
All
out.
right.